Senator Patty Murray just cornered Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth in a tense Senate hearing, and the exchange got explosive fast. Murray accused the Pentagon of reckless firings, political loyalty tests, and weakening national security. Hegseth tried to push back, but Murray wasn't backing down.
Thank you, Senator Collins. Senator Murray and then Senator Graham.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Hegseth, you oversee one of the largest and most important organizations on planet Earth. More than anything, the Department of Defense needs stable, competent, and strategic leadership. And much as I had feared back in January, it is not what we are seeing under your leadership. In a matter of months, you have lost top aides and reportedly struggled to hire new ones. You have fired highly respected top military officials. You shared highly sensitive attack plans over Signal and apparently with people in your own personal circles, and you've not taken responsibility for those mistakes. All the while, the security challenges we face have grown larger, not smaller. And then in the face of these challenges, you've taken a series of actions that weaken our posture. For example, in my home state of Washington, which is home to many DoD installations critical to our Indo-Pacific strategy, you have pushed out almost 2,000 highly trained civilian employees, including at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. Mr. Secretary, you talk about returning the department to its mission of warfighting, but I am repeatedly hearing that your policy and personnel changes at the Pentagon are only undermining, not strengthening our military's preparedness to protect our country. You are deploying the American military to police the American people. You're sending the National Guard into California without the governor's request. Sending the Marines not after foreign threats, but after American protesters. And now President Trump is promising heavy force against peaceful protesters at his D.C. military parade. Those sorts of actions and that sort of rhetoric from a president of the United States should stop every one of us cold. Threatening to use our own troops on our own citizens at such scale is unprecedented, it is unconstitutional, and it is downright un-American. We should all be speaking out against this and demanding accountability. Now, Mr. Secretary, I have to say, for people who tout their commitment to transparency and efficiency, I've never seen an administration more bent on hiding basic facts from American people. Your department has been unresponsive to congressional inquiries and oversight requests, all the while you are working to muzzle the free press, denying journalists access to the Pentagon press corps. Now, before I turn to my questions, let me just note, it is now mid-June. And we only, just a few days ago, received some, but not all, important portions of your budget request. It should not have taken this long to get this request, and we do still need to see the justifications in order for this committee to do its work. We're missing those. Not having a full budget at this juncture is really unacceptable. So I am deeply concerned. So let me turn to my questions, and this is important. This administration has put the civilian workforce under attack from day one, encouraging resignations, firing probationary employees, instituting hiring freeze, requiring OPM to approve any new hire one by one, and now, new last week, requiring prospective employees to explain how they would, quote, help support the President's executive orders and policy priorities. We have spoken with military installations across our country. Almost all of them have been forced to fire skilled civilian employees who are badly needed. And all of them also have hundreds, and in some cases thousands, of new hires ready to bring on board, but now have to individually be reviewed by OPM, apparently to ensure that they support the President's priorities. Secretary Hegseth, I want to know, and keep your answer short, I have limited time, will you be firing more shipbuilders, yes or no?
Senator, we haven't fired shipbuilders. We've offered through a right sizing of our civilian positions, which everyone in this committee would acknowledge that the Defense Department has had a bloated bureaucracy for a long time, have given a voluntary process by which some people can choose to take a DRP.
I'm just asking you
so it's not a firing of shipbuilders. That's a totally disingenuous characterization of what our department is doing. We are focusing on shipbuilding.
Mr. Secretary, do we need more or fewer shipbuilders?
We are investing historically in our shipbuilding defense industrial base and workforce and ships in this budget, more than anything the previous administration ever did.
So, well, you managed to fire highly skilled workers, including my home state of Washington, for no reason. So let me just say, the Navy needs welders, not people who can recite a president's executive orders. If the Navy wants to hire a qualified candidate for the role, but that candidate happened to vote for or donate to Democrats, would they be hired?
Senator, there's never been a litmus test for hiring welders.
Well,
if you can weld, you can work at the Defense Department.
That is what they are being asked. And Mr. Secretary, I just have to say, we need to drop the politics in our military. We need to hire the best people. We do not need to force them out. That is simply the case at this point. Now I'm out of time. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Senator Patty Murray delivered a blistering critique of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's leadership at the Pentagon. Murray warned that the Department of Defense requires stable and competent leadership, but said the early months of Hegseth's tenure have instead been marked by chaos, staff departures, and controversial decisions that she believes weaken America's military readiness. Murray pointed to the loss of top aides and the reported struggle to replace them as signs of deeper dysfunction within the department. She also raised concerns about the firing of highly respected military officials and the alleged sharing of sensitive attack plans over private messaging apps. According to Murray, these incidents raise serious questions about judgment and accountability at the highest levels of the Pentagon. The Washington senator also warned that the administration's actions could undermine national security during a time of growing global threats. She argued that instead of strengthening the military's preparedness, recent policy changes and personnel decisions have destabilized critical operations and weakened the department's ability to respond effectively to international challenges. Murray highlighted the impact in her home state of Washington, where nearly 2,000 civilian defense employees have reportedly been pushed out of their jobs, including workers at the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. These workers, she said, possess highly specialized skills that are essential for maintaining the Navy's fleet and supporting the United States Indo-Pacific defense strategy. The senator also criticized the administration's broader policies toward the military workforce, accusing officials of encouraging resignations, implementing hiring freezes, and requiring political alignment checks for new hires. Murray argued that the military needs skilled welders and engineers, not workers forced to demonstrate loyalty to a president's political agenda. The exchange reached its most tense moment when Murray demanded a direct answer from Hegseth. Would more shipbuilders be fired? Hegseth denied that shipbuilders were being fired and defended the department's restructuring efforts, calling Murray's characterization disingenuous. But Murray fired back, insisting the Navy needs more skilled workers, not fewer. The clash highlighted growing concerns in Congress about leadership at the Pentagon and the future of America's military workforce. What do you think? Was Senator Murray right to challenge the Pentagon's decisions, or did Hegseth make a strong defense? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Democratic Lens for more political breakdowns you won't hear anywhere else.